Now being joined by Mr. Vivek Kaju, who is a former Indian diplomat. He's joining us live from India. He served as India's ambassador to Afghanistan, Myanmar and Thailand. He has also served in various positions in the Ministry of External Affairs as Joint Secretary in Iran, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Ambassador.
Thank you.
Now, as a former diplomat, how do you think the world is watching these elections in Pakistan? Well, there have been concerns regarding free and fair elections in Pakistan, and especially with the suspension of mobile services nationwide.
Well, I think most scholars of Pakistan agree that, ironically, the only election that was free and fair was held in December of 1970. And the events of that election, consequently, we know, led to the breakup of Pakistan and the creation of Bangladesh. No election thereafter has been free or fair. But this election in particular is entirely unfree and entirely unfair, because the army is determined to ensure that Imran Khan and his party, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, has simply no chance of coming back. I think this particular move to ban mobile phones today is on account of two reasons. One perhaps is genuine. They are worried about the security situation, and there have been incidents. There has been the incident today itself in Dera Ismail Khan, which you mentioned. But the other is that it will be very embarrassing for the army as well as for the other major political parties, the PMLN, the PPP, if the independents who are being supported or who are actually truly the candidates of the PTI win in the Punjab. Now, there's no chance, the way the elections have been managed, for the PTI to actually form a government. That is ruled out. But if these independents succeed, then they will show that Imran Khan retains a measure of substantial popularity in the country, and the province they are most worried about, these parties as well as the army, especially General Asim Munir, the army chief, who's a sworn enemy now of Imran Khan. It will show that Imran Khan is still perhaps the most popular leader, political leader in the country. That is something they can't afford. So it's all being maneuvered and manipulated to rule that out.
Right, Mr. Kaju, you speak of how Imran Khan's popularity in Pakistan. And my second question is just a follow-up on that. Now, the elections are taking place amid an ongoing economic crisis and a political abyss. You recently wrote an article on how the scales are tilted in Sharif's favor, but Imran Khan, despite being buzzed, is connected with the workers and has a strong foothold. Tell us more on that.
Well, Imran Khan has a connect with the youth. Imran Khan is also popular among the women voters. And there is a feeling that Imran Khan has stood for Pakistan. Imran Khan has many failings, political failings, personal failings, and everyone accepts that. But I think of the elections, by-elections that were held after the dismissal of Imran Khan's government and the government, the PTI-led alliance government in the Punjab in 2022, showed decisively that Imran Khan was still very popular. Imran Khan won wherever his candidates, or most of the seats where his candidates contested, and the PMLN had a disastrous showing at that stage. Therefore, what the government did, and this time, and what the army did actually, was to take away the symbol of the Pakistani Tehreek-e-Insaf, thereby ensuring that the PTI candidates could not contest on their symbol. Now, in Pakistani law, the election symbol of the party is very important. So today you have a position where, if I may just take half a second more, today you have a position where even if these independent candidates do well, yet they cannot form the government because, as you know, in the Pakistan system, 60 votes, 60 seats in the National Assembly are reserved for women and 20 for non-Muslim minorities. And these are given on the basis of the performance of political parties. And Imran Khan's candidates have not stood as party candidates but as independent. So there's no chance of his coming back. That has been ensured. But what I think will embarrass everyone is if these candidates still do well.
Right, Mr. Karju, we've been hearing charges of election versus selection. There are also 100+ international observers in Pakistan. According to a latest survey, majority of Pakistanis expect transparency in election. I want to seek your opinion in your reading. How fair will the elections be today in Pakistan?
Well, look, if the mobile phones are banned, then naturally that will impact on the movement of peoples. It will impact on the connect between the candidates and their workers, their agents, their polling agents, etc. So that will raise questions about the propriety of the elections, or whether they are free and fair, and they'll create doubts among those who are supporters of Imran Khan especially. So that is one aspect. But the second aspect is one of selection. Now, the fact is that in 2018, it was the then army chief, Bajwa, who decided that Imran Khan should become the prime minister, and he did everything in his power to ensure that the Sharifs, that is Nawaz and his brother Shehbaz and their party PMLN, was outmaneuvered and had no chance of winning. And then we know what happened. Nawaz Sharif was imprisoned, and then Nawaz Sharif went into exile, political exile, so to speak, in London.
Right.
And he returned only, I think, in November. So in 2018, the army maneuvered the elections against Nawaz Sharif. This time around, ironically, Asim Munir, the army chief, is, as I said, I mean, he has complete antipathy towards Imran Khan, and that antipathy was heightened and grew not only in Asim Munir, but people in the army, generals who are aligned to him after the events of May 9th, 2023. You'll recollect when the PTI workers and PTI supporters attacked army installations and destroyed the monuments of the Shahuda or the martyrs. And that, after that, I think the chasm between the army and PTI is unbridgeable, and that is why they've ensured that there's case after case in Imran Khan. The problem today for the army is to ensure, as I submitted to you, is to ensure that Imran Khan is not able to indicate that he is popular, and that even despite all the obstacles put in the way of the independent candidates who are actually PTI candidates do well. If that happens, it's not as if Imran Khan or his nominee will form a government. That's out. But it will show that he retains this popularity, and that will impact the dynamics, the political dynamics of Pakistan in the future.
Right.
So that's important.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Ambassador, Mr. Karju, thanks very much for taking our time and joining us here on WION. We'll, of course, be tracking the Pakistan polls very closely here.
Thank you very much.